Hello everyone, this is Candy the 614 Stitcher, and today is Sunday, December the 17th, 2023, and this is my episode 105. Can you believe it? I would like to say hello and welcome to any new subscribers or first-time viewers checking me out. I would hope that you would hit the like and subscribe button and stick around so that I may enable you with a project or two. And to my returning friends, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time I upload a video. I have had a very active stitchy week. It's been really good. I've gotten in a lot of stitches this week, and so I'm very happy about that. As you can see, I did do a little bit of Christmas decorating. That's pretty good for me. I'm managing to get into the holiday spirit, and so that is also good. That's about it, though. I didn't have very much activity. I took Friday off and got a lot of organizing done and some purging, which was good also. And other than that, I worked and stitched and did a little crocheting yesterday at Keepsakes, and so it was a good stitchy week for me. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. I do have quite a bit to share with you today. I have a new start, some whips, a finish. I have my plans, and then I'll have some investments. I'll also be showing my Afghan that I've been crocheting for my daughter. So I hope you all stick around and enjoy. And I am drinking, so I don't drink soda very often, actually. I stopped drinking soda, and for some odd reason, I've picked it back up again, but only one soda. So I like Canada Dry ginger ale. And this time of the year, they sell Canada Dry ginger ale with cranberry in it. So it's called cranberry ginger ale. And I absolutely love it. So today, I have my little mug with some cranberry ginger ale in it. And I hope you will grab your stitching and follow along as we go through this Flosstube. So I mentioned that I had a new start. I actually had two this week. And the first one I had was, I was helping celebrate Miss Dina's birthday, which was on the 14th. And she has started Feliz Naughty Dog. And when I saw this pattern, when she showed it a couple of months ago, I was like, I've got to stitch that for Albert. So I did start it on her birthday. And here is where I have gotten to so far. I have in the part of the tree and the Feliz Naughty on here. I am stitching this on a 32 count Coral Canyon by Color and Cotton. And I actually think that I'm going to take out something. So when I was stitching this on Thursday, I wasn't really thinking about incorporating Albert until I got down to the actual dog part. So I'll be changing this dog to look like Albert. But I now think I'm going to go back in and take out at least Naughty Dog, or maybe I could just, I don't know. Albert is black and white, and he is mostly turned white. He does have some black in him, but he's mostly Well, no, he's black, but he has a lot of white in his face. So I think I want to incorporate the black in the name of Feliz Naughty Dog, and then it will blend a little better. The color used for the words are Dusty or Trail Dust by Classic Colorworks. And I don't know, I'm thinking that I should change the color for the name. So let me know what your thoughts are, if I should take that out and make it black. It didn't take a whole lot of stitching, you know, it wasn't like terrible or anything, but let me know. I did not plan on finishing this piece for this month. I am carrying this over because it will fit a prompt in the WIPGO, and so I wanted to make sure that I had enough that I could call it a good stitch, a good start. And so I actually put in 320 stitches in it on Miss Dina's birthday, but I want to make sure I can stitch on it also when it's called for WIPGO. So that is Feliz Naughty Dog. And it is, it will be, once, I think the heaviest stitching is in the dog, as you can see. So I think once I get the tree completed, this holly is like, you know, not very big at all. Most of the stitching is in the dog. And so I'll be working on this again in January, and at that time I'll be trying to get a finish in for it. I have been so anticipating starting this project that I was so happy when Thursday finally got here and I could get it started. I didn't silence my phone, so I'm going to do it right now. Okay. And my second new start, I got threads everywhere. I was stitching. I've been stitching this morning, and so I just got stuff everywhere. I actually started the stamp for Life is Just a Bowl of December. Life is just a bowl of cross stitch for December. I started the stamp, and I started that on yesterday. And I'm not pushing these to a finish or anything. It's too late for me in the season to worry about finishing a Christmas chart pattern. But I did want to get it started so that I would be able to work on it during the year. So here is my start on it, and this is actually the top part of Santa's face. Where you see these outlines, there'll be white stitches for his eyebrows. And he got some bushy eyebrows. This is being stitched on a 16 count Aida. It's light blue with, oh, what is the name of that fabric? It's not glittery, it's called something else. And now the name is gone right out of my head. Opalescent. And you can see it shimmers a little bit. So that's where I am on Santa's face. I will be working on this a couple of more times this month just to get some good stitches in, but it won't be to finish it. I'll get it finished before next December. I think I started, I know for a fact that I've started this too late. Like I would have to do focus stitching on it in order to get it even remotely close to a finish. Sorry, my shirt just looks like it's off center or something. Oh, I'm wearing my one of my Christmas shirts from Athena. Stitching Goddess Designs. She has taking a holiday in the shop. However, she will be posting some shirts that she has found. So you might want to continue to check out her Instagram and her Facebook. They are both Stitching Goddess Designs, because she'll be posting some one-off shirts for this week maybe. So be sure to check her out if you are looking for maybe a last minute Christmas gift that may or may not make it before Christmas. You know what I mean? So that is where I am on the stamp portion of Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch for December. Okay. And while I'm in this bag, I'm going to not put it back. I'm going to just go ahead and show you. So I also worked on the roll. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it to you. And here is where it is now. So I have completed off all of the blue stitches in the word December. I came in and put the house with the snow top on the roof. I have backstitched all of the trees, and I put in a present and the little deer right there. I would like to finish this one. Maybe not fully finish it, but get it finished by Christmas. And even after, you know, like there's still a whole week after Christmas that I could get this completed. But that's where it is now. This is also being stitched on a 16 count opalescent light blue Aida. And I am using all of the called for DMCs. And this is the whip portion. I done moved on and didn't even say nothing. This is the whip portion. This is the whip portion of the show. But it kind of just flowed in because I have them both in the same bag. This is a Corey Creates. No, I'm sorry. This is Corey Creates is a YouTuber that you should go and check out if you have not yet. She is great. But this is a Crafty Corey bag from Acorns and Threads. And isn't it just gorgeous? Like this, these are, like, I am a color person, so literally and figuratively, I'm a color person. But I love these bags. So that was Life is Just a Bowl. Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch December. So the next whip that I have to show you is I'm trying to make sure I don't show it because it's from a magazine. It is Sand and Surf Needle Set. And I'm doing this pillow here. And here's a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. And here's where it is now. So oh, it looks so good. In person, it actually was kind of worrisome. I was kind of a little worried about it in person, but it looks really good. So I just went in and continued. Let me tell you first, for Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch December, I put in 67 stitches. On the stamp, I put in 93 stitches this week. So on, this is a design in the Just Cross Stitch magazine for 2020, and the designer is Kim Beamish. I worked another shade of blue in this area here. and I put in 112 stitches. The goal for this project, I believe, is 300. Yes. So I have a ways to go still on it. But I still got 2 weeks in the month, 2 weeks and a couple of days or something. So I'm good. I just put a lot of work in other projects. So you'll see that coming up. But here's where it is now. I am stitching this on a 28 count mystery fabric from my stash. It looks to be a color and cotton though. And I am using the called for DMC colors. I'll be working on this again this week. So you'll see it again next week. Because I really do want to try to get my 300 stitches in. And I would like to get all of my stitches in before or by the 25th of the month for all of my goals, including my WIPGO. So I got a gnat. Dang on gnats. So that is, I don't know where these threads are falling out from, or why I even have, oh, that don't go in there, a loose thread. And this is in a bag that was made by my friend Lynn X Stitches Creates. Okay. My next project that I worked on for this time is Christmas Elf Fairy by Mirabilia. And here's a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. And here's where she's at now. So I put in her face and her head and her neck. I also came down and put some more stitches. I guess I must have did this. Oh, I filled in some of her arm right here. And then I put in some stitches down, all the way down her coat there. So I am coming along nicely on her. She is being stitched on a 32 count Seraphim. And it is called Sand Dune. I love the color of this fabric. It is very, it's not showing up. It's showing up a little bit more pink than what it is, but it is a sandy pink color. It is so pretty. I am using a Susan Coates silk conversion on this chart. This skin tone is an MPI. And I think it's 7. I know a lot of us are always looking for different skin tones. It is 763 by MPI. In case you ever need to, if you're using a silk conversion and need to do a skin tone, it is 763 by MPI. Let me see what else. When I work on her again this week, because she too is slated for 300 stitches. And I have 106 still left to go. So I'll just be filling in, doing more fill in. I have added her to my year of whips for 2024. And you'll see all of those in my plans video for 2024. Okay. She is just super lovely. And the silks have been a joy to work with. Very, very nice. Very nice. And I put in, on Christmas Elf Fairy, I added 194 stitches this past stitching time. That seem really high. I need to look and make sure I'm telling y'all the correct number. Nope, that's right. I must not have... Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. I'm right. Okay, sorry. The next WIP that I worked on was 1 dozen Quakers. And this is in a Vicky Stitching button bag with tulip pink fabric. And I am still working on the section for December, which comes here and goes up. And here's a picture of where it was when you last saw it. And here is where it is now. So I added a whole lot. If you recall, when I showed this last week, I was actually putting in the stitches that I had already put in. I put in some stitches, I took out some stitches. So I put in this star motif here, and I have come all the way around here. I still, believe it or not, there are still, like I panicked for a minute, like, where's my working copy? I still need to add, there is a motif up at the top of the star and at the bottom of the star, and then there is fill in within the middle of the star here. I did go over, so section 1 actually cuts off right here, but I kept going because of the flow of the floss. So I just kept right on going. I am using variegated floss on this chart. There are several different floss brands that I'm using on here. So this color here is a Cottage Garden Threads, and it's called, I got it right here. It's called Allium. No, it's not. It's called Amethyst. Sorry. So I am using Amethyst on the first motif. And the whole motif, the way I'm breaking it down by the threads is that the whole motif will be stitched in that thread. So all of motif number 1 will be stitched in this thread color. And then as I move from motif to motif, each motif will have its own color. The border and the numbers also have their own color, and you'll see in my investments I did find a thread for the 1/1 stitching that is next to all of the numbers in the chart. This is Rosewood by Rosewood Manor. I am stitching this on a 46 count limited edition by Color and Cotton. I'm using 1 thread over 2 linen threads. I am loving loving 46 count. I would have, everybody that I have told that to, I remember when you wouldn't stitch on nothing but 14 count Aida. And there is nothing wrong with 14 count Aida. I stitched on it for a long time. I am loving 46 count though also. I am a stitcher that will stitch on any fabric and any count apparently. Although I haven't reached to the 56 or 50 to 56, I guess it is. I haven't gone that far yet, but I am loving all of the fabric and the different sizes and all the different fabric. I love it. So that is, and the hashtag for this is Bake Me a Quaker Sal. And please make sure that when you are adding your pictures to Instagram that you tag EJ in it so that she can see how you're progressing along and what, you know, make sure you list what fabric and threads you are using so that she will know what you are working, you know, what you're using to work on yours also. Okay, and for 1 dozen Quakers, I put in 270 stitches this week. Ooh, I bumped you badly. Okay, I put in 270 stitches this week. My next WIP for this week is also by Rosewood Manor, Autumn Quakers. And I am working in this section here. And here's a picture of what it looked like when I last worked on it. And here is where it is now. So from the last time that I worked on this to this week, I have added 380 stitches. I have, this is this huge, this motif right here. This is the start of it right here. I have put in 2 of the 4, it's a 4-sided motif. Well, you know, it's, if you do it in a square, I've put in the 2 sides here and here, and then this right here is the page break for this chart this month. So that is where I'm at. All of these stitches, I mean, 3 stitches in this color, 3 stitches in that color. It has been more than a notion. I actually worked on this for a couple of hours this morning. And as I'm looking at it, nope, I'm right. It's right. I do love it though. It is really, really beautiful, vibrant colors, all of that. I am stitching this on a 28 count Autumn by Under the Sea Fabrics, and I am using the Call for Valdani flosses. This morning, I'm in a game with a group of friends, and I had to put in 700 stitches over, you know, since Wednesday. I had to put in 700 stitches from Wednesday until today. And I was right down to 2 minutes before the deadline to put in all the stitches. And so that's how I was stitching this morning. Like, I think I put in, yeah, because I had 250 stitches. And so I put in another, whatever that is, because I put in 380 total. So I put in 130 stitches this morning, and like I was stitching like, but because it's so 3 stitches here, 2 stitches there, 5 here, 5 there, you know, like I had to keep stopping and starting and stopping and starting and starting and stopping and starting. So it was right down. I had 2 minutes. The numbers, the game, the person that I'm in the game with, they choose the, they roll and do all the things that they need to do at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. And I was at 10:58 this morning when I posted my pictures. Like, okay, I'm done. So it was fun though. And games and stuff like that. I know that it's not for everybody, but for me, it's like meeting a goal, like, or it adds enthusiasm, or I don't know, something. It does something for me to participate in games like that and to meet the challenge and woohoo, I got it, I did it, I got it done. So now I have to, from now till Wednesday, I have to stitch 500 stitches. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I keep getting doubles is what it is. And with doubles, you have to stitch double the stitches. So it was 250 stitches, but I got doubles. So I have to stitch 500 stitches. So I was just like, okay, let me work on my little 500 stitches. I was like, oh my goodness. So I have until today, Sunday, until Wednesday to get to 500 stitches, which you would think like, oh, 500 stitches, but life happens. So you have to really be paying attention to your stitches so that you make sure that you make it. So anyway, I have one more WIP to share, and that is Butterfly Cloche by Hello from Liz Mathews. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where it is now. So I know a lot of you know that I am, if you're new here and don't know, I am a seasonal stitcher. So I'm sure you are wondering, what in the world is she doing stitching on Butterfly Cloche? Well, my WIPGO number 22 was my daughter's choice. And it wasn't a mistake. I grabbed up project bags and just handed them to her. And she went through all the project bags. Oh, this is cute, Mom. Oh, this is cute. And when she came to this one, she was like, oh, this is really nice, Mom. And she put it back in the bag. And I was like, oh, okay, she's not going to pick that one. When it was all said and done, she was like, Mom, I really like the butterfly one. Can you stitch on that one? And I was like, yeah. So I have 700 stitches, you know, to put in for my WIPGO. So that's how we ended up with a butterfly in December, me stitching on a butterfly in December. So this is 28 count Cloud by Atomic Ranch, and I am using the called for DMC on here, and I put in, okay, I've put in 125 stitches. I filled in this whole part right there. So I'm going to be in a kind of a dilemma because this is not going to have another 600 stitches in it, I'm sure. So I'll have to come up with a plan, an alternative, if I feel like it. Otherwise, I'll just be like, okay, this is what it is. I will get this completed before the end of the month. But I don't know that I'll pull something else out or start another butterfly. If you recall, I am stitching each butterfly individually for a finishing that will be under a cloche. So each butterfly will be stitched independent, not, independent on its own piece of fabric. And then I'm going to have them mounted as an actual cloche. So I am not stitching the cloche part of the chart. There was something on the chart though that I was like, oh, so you see here on the chart, I'm going to stitch this part. So it's a little, it's the butterfly cocoon. So I'm going to stitch this part so that it comes up and over like that. So it'll be incorporated into this butterfly, but like, I'm not going to stitch the green. I'm only barely thinking about stitching this part, but I'm not totally for sure. All of this other won't be stitched. I will be stitching just the butterflies with the exception of the chrysalis. That's the name I was trying to come up with. The chrysalis here, I will be stitching. This is actually the butterfly that I am working on right now. So that is going very well. I look to continue to put in some good stitching on this butterfly for butterfly cloche, and then I'll be choosing the next fabric and count because oh yeah, that's right, because the next butterfly will be this one that I will start. So that was butterfly cloche. And those, my friends, are all of my whips for this week. So now I would, I'm trying not to make sure that nothing falls over, knocks the camera over, or anything like that. So now I am happy to present to you my finish for this week. And it is Seasonal Sunshine. I had the wonderful idea of adding beads to this piece. And when I went to add the beads on it, it just was not working out. And it was because I had two different types of beads. One of the beads was a Magnifica, which is a cylindrical bead. And the other bead was a round bead. And they just wouldn't fit in there together. I actually beaded this, I started at this sun and put it in, and they were not lining up. They were not laying correctly, any of that. I did use, Jessie Marie Does Stuff's beading tutorial, and it is excellent. If you are new to beading and concerned about it, please make sure you check out Jessie Marie's video on beading. I don't know how to put a link in the description box for it, but if you go to her YouTube, you will see it. You can put in, or you can type in Jessie Marie beading, and it will come up. So here is where I am. I ended up adding 64 stitches to have this completely finished. And I am not 100% sure how I'm going to have this finished. Oh, I'm going to have it finished in a long frame. I do remember saying that now. So it will come off of the scroll rod, and I will be adding all of the pictures to my year of WIP. And I am so proud of myself. You know, the goal was to get 3 of them done. And you know, when I got the first 3 done, I thought, okay, that was good. And if necessary, then I can, you know, not have to worry about the other 3, because I actually had some pretty large pieces. This piece is full coverage on all the blocks. Temperature butterfly, you know, like I worked on that all year long. And I thank you all so very much for your encouragement on me getting these projects done. I did finish all 6 of the year of WIPs. And that just is a confidence booster for me, because, you know, so much has happened and so much does happen, and you, oh, I don't feel like, and then, you know, you put in a whole block and realize that the whole block is off and you have to take it all out again. It has just shown me that I do have perseverance, and that I can, you know, take out all the stitches and put them right back in and still make the goal that I had. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting emotional over that, but like, that I just picked right back up, cut the stitches out, and kept right on moving towards my goal. And so I am thankful that even at the 11th hour, I was still able to make the goal. I actually finished this last night on, oh, I can't believe how emotional I am about this. I finished it last night on Virtual Stitchers, and they all cheered for me, and it was great. So thank you all so very much for your encouragement in doing the year of WIPs and getting them all completed. It was a great endeavor, and it is one that I am looking forward to in 2024 also. So that was my finish, and that finishes up my year of WIPs. I will be getting my album updated, and so that Melanie, the Soulful Stitcher, can go through it and do all the things that she needs to do. If you are wanting to participate in the year of WIPs for 2024, I would encourage you to go to Melanie Watkins' Facebook. She does have a Facebook group, and she has a YouTube channel, and it is the Soulful Stitcher, where you can find out all of the necessary information for participating in Year of WIPs. This year, she has increased the number of WIPs from 6 to 8, and you have to get 4 of them completed by December the 18th, 2024. It's not about a prize for me. It's about the accomplishment of setting a year-long goal and marching towards that goal. And so it is, I feel really encouraged with the progress and the process that I managed to make it through this year at the 11th hour. Okay, so I did not bring in my daughter's blanket, Afghan, because I didn't know when she was going to show up. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to, she has not shown up yet. I am going to go pick it, go get it, because I keep it in my bedroom, because that's the one room that's off limits to everybody. So I'm going to go get it, and then I will come right back and show it to you, okay? Okay, I'm back. I was with a group of friends yesterday at Keepsakes. One of them is a knitter crocheter. She owned her own shop for many years. And she was looking at this, and she was like, Candy, I think that you could be done with this, because I think it's big enough. And so I was like, you think so? because I have been working on this a lot I worked on it practically all day yesterday. I worked on it a few times, and so I am going to back up as far as I can. Ooh. And so I hope you are seeing this. And so I am going to fasten this off. I don't know why that looks, oh, it's because of the way I'm holding it. I'm going to fasten this off and get it cleaned up. Not that it's dirty, because let me tell you, I was making sure that it was not on the floor. It didn't drag on the floor, nothing. But it is now complete, and I can get it together and get it in a box and get it. This is going in a bag. She's real funny about Christmas gifts. She likes her stuff wrapped with wrapping paper and all of that. But she don't know her mama very well, because her mama don't do all of that. I haven't wrapped gifts in forever. Well, I take that back. I just wrapped something and sent somebody something in the mail. But this bad boy going into a bag somewhere with some tissue paper on top of it, because it would be extreme. Like, the box would be huge, and she would be like, woohoo! But I'm like, woo. I'm not doing all of that. So I'm very pleased. That's another big goal that I had. I just started crocheting in September, so for me to make my first Afghan and have it gifted in time for Christmas is a big undertaking also, and so I'm very pleased about that. Okay, so next I'm going to go into my plans, and then we'll do investments, and then I will let you go to your next Flosstube. I know I have really been enjoying all of the Flossmas videos every day. And then there's some that do them for the week. It has really been fun and helps get me into the holiday mood, into the Christmas spirit. So it's been really good, and I appreciate all of you that are doing Flossmas. It has really, really been good. Every year I think that I want to do Flossmas, and then it just doesn't happen. But one of these years, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll do, instead of doing 1 through 25, maybe I'll do 12 days of Christmas, which actually starts on Christmas Day and goes 12 days. So maybe one year I'll do that and see how that works. But I have really been enjoying all of the Flossmas videos and all of the, people coming up with their whip parades, their planned parades, all the parades. I'm like, yay for the parades. So, and I will be putting out a whip parade and a 2024 plans parade. That's what I'm going to call it. It's of all the parades in the coming weeks, days, as soon as I can get my stuff in order. This week I have been doing a lot of purging and getting things, like going through charts that I'm like, am I going to really stitch this? Could somebody else benefit from it? All of that. So stay tuned. I am going to do a whip parade this year. So for my plans for this week, I am going to get my Year of Whips album completed, which you won't be able to see that, but I'm going to get it completed and have it ready for Melanie on tomorrow. I am also going to be working on getting in all of the WIPGO goals. I would like to have WIPGO for me finished up by Friday, no later than Saturday of this coming week. I want to have it done so that I'm not worried about it over the Christmas holiday. And I also, so those are my plans. I'm going to work on getting my WIPGO wrapped up this coming week. I also still need to put in all of the stitches for the magazine monthly. I have a lot still left to do on all the projects, and I think this week though I'm going to focus on WIPGO and a couple of these larger whips like Surf and Sand. I have 188 stitches that I still need to put in on it. Cardinal Wreath, which I didn't show this week. I have 188 stitches to put in on that. So I want to do some of the bigger gold stitches that I need to get completed. And then that week of Christmas, you know, I can just finish up anything that I have left going. I don't know why I feel so rushed this year or this month with Christmas and New Year's and all of that. Probably because I have, like I'm thinking about doing 24 by 24 or 24 in 24. I've added 2 more projects to my year of whips for next year. I got 3 starts back to back the last week of the year. Like I just been like, woo, let's do this, let's do that. Yeah, I'll do that. So it's just crazy. So I feel like I need to like clean up and get all of this, all of the stuff off my plate for December so that I can be prepared and ready to go come January the 1st. I can't even believe I'm talking about January the 1st already, but anyway, those are my plans for this week. If that even was a plan, just stitch and get some stuff cleaned up and ready for the end of the year. So I received both, I received some investments and I also received some Stitchy Kindness. So I'm going to do the Stitchy Kindness first. Yesterday I was down at Keepsakes and my friend Miss Lenny sent me this cute little Santa Claus on this hanger to hang up. And it would appear to me that this would be a Lizzie. It looks like a Lizzie Kate pattern. So that's what it appears to me. I was looking because I didn't notice this at first, but this is gray stitching to give him a curly beard. So thank you so very much, Miss Lenny. I appreciate it. And I'm going to call you. I also received from my friend Liz, who is the Wandering Stitcher on Flosstube. If you have not gone and checked her out, please do so. She is wonderful. She has a wonderful, boisterous laugh. She is super, you know, does 46 count on the regular. So go please check her out. She has been a dear friend of mine for many a year. Actually since I've started going to Keepsakes in 2019. And so I really, really appreciate her. But she brought me a charm pack. And it's a winter Christmas charm pack. So I'm really thankful about that. She bought me some threads. I'm sorry. I'm like, what is going on here? So she bought me a huckleberry. She also bought me this Concord. Ooh, that's showing up really good. She bought me this, I have never heard of this before. It's called A Wicked Stepmother on Etsy.com. That is the information. And look at this. I mean, the perfect autumnal floss. It's beautiful. She also got me brought me. Sorry, I missed this when I was going through everything. It is Jeanette Douglas Fall Shaker Box, and she actually has the threads in there for me, and that is what that looks like. And so thank you so very much, Liz. I appreciate you. You know how much I love and adore you, and I am very, very happy. She did bring me one other thing, and I love this. So it is a little bit more prim than what I would necessarily do, but I am a snowflake person in my heart. So the two snowflakes, I love this Noel, this tree, like I love it all. So thank you so very much, Liz. I really, really appreciate it. And I will be working those into my year of ornaments that I am also participating in. I mean, I just jumped on the bandwagon with a whole bunch of stuff. Like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Let me try that. But, you know, you try stuff and you do stuff, and that's what happens. And you get to enjoy. And if you're not enjoying it, then you just stop doing that part and go on and do something else. So, also for my stitchy kindness, my friend Miss Susan got me some little peppermint hand cream, and it smells so good. And then she bought me these Christmas socks, and it has a turtle on it. Christmas is totally awesome, so I'll be wearing these on Christmas Day. I wear Christmas socks. I'm kind of out there like that. And then let me show you one other thing. Miss Barbara always is on the hunt for all kinds of things, and whenever she finds a African American or Black Santa, she always gives it to me. So she found this pillow covering of a Black Santa and gave it to me yesterday. This is full coverage. It is full coverage. The stitching is beautiful. It does have a little bit of wear and tear on it from being used, but I'm going to put a pillow form right in here, and I'm going to use it also because it needs to be used and loved. It is beautiful. The stitching is beautiful. I don't know what count this is or anything. It is the count. The stitches are pretty large, but it's beautiful. Okay, then so now I think I'm on to investments. So I did receive my final installment of Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch, and this is the January installment. And I'm going to pull it all out. So it has a wooden snowflake and what appears to be snow fluff. to put in the bottom of the bowl. Some ribbon, some Lady Dot Creates. Here's a little card with children building a snowman. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. So it has a little ice skater, a little girl that's ice skating, and then it has the skates on the roll. So I'm hoping to get this started soonish, so that I can get it ready for January. The roll is actually quite small, so it shouldn't take very much. And the pillow doesn't seem to be very bad either. Here's the backing fabric for the stamp. So it's super cute. And here's the whole of the... And I love a plaid. I love a plaid. And this is a great plaid. So that is my Life is Just a Bowl of Cross Stitch for January. And again, this club is coming to an end. This is the last installment for this club. I did sign up the enabler extraordinaire, Miss Carolyn Zook. I did sign up for the 2024 club. It is totally different than what this club is, so you can look forward to seeing that in the coming weeks, because they'll be mailing it out in January. Also, I'm going to hold this to last because I want you, I need a little bit of help. So I picked up, I have a thing about frogs. And so even though this is a Halloween chart, that frog is super cute. And we all say, eek, eek, when we have to frog. That's where I'm going with it. So that I picked up yesterday. I also picked up this Christmas bird. I love these charts, and I have quite a few of them, and I need to get to stitching on them because this right here just cracks me up. I don't think Miss Cecilia watches me, but if she did, I'd be like, this right here just cracks me up every time I see it. So that is Christmas Bird that I picked up yesterday. I also picked up this Lizzie Kate, and it is a Mary string. And I may not stitch this whole thing, but there are certain elements within it that I really like. So I picked it up. This is a hindsight kit that I picked up also yesterday at Keepsakes. And it has Ohio. And it has all of the different charms that go in the different boxes. And this will be a new start for me on December the 29th. The Ohio State University is playing in the Cotton Bowl, and I will be doing a new start for Ohio for them making it to the Cotton Bowl. Okay. I received... For those of you that don't know, Santa Claus does really exist. I received this beautiful Merriest Christmas card yesterday from Santa Claus. And I am very thankful, Santa Claus, for the gift that was inside the card. Literally, it had Santa Claus, North Pole. The card is signed Santa Claus. I am very thankful for whoever sent this to me. I appreciate all of you all. And so just know that if you sent me this gift, that I truly appreciate it. And I am truly thankful for you. It almost took me to my knees yesterday when I opened the mail up and saw this. So if you are the person that sent this to me, I am very thankful for you. And I want you to know that I appreciate your gift. Okay, no more crying. No more crying. Okay, so I am starting. Oh, you know what? I purchased this and didn't even... Duh. It's part of my haul. Oh, where is it? Here it is, right here. Sorry for being so close. I purchased Temperature Turtles by Stitching Mommy. She is on Etsy. She has several temperature charts. If you are in the market for a temperature chart, please go over and check out Stitching Mommy. She has some wonderful charts. This chart actually, for most of her designs, she has come out with a video that shows you how to work with the 29th day of February, which we will have this coming year. Excuse me. So she did come out with a video for that. So I purchased Temperature Turtles, and I will be working on this for 2024. And I'm ecstatic. Because if you didn't know, I like turtles, I like butterflies, I like frogs, and I like snowflakes. That's, you know, that's the extent of all the stuff that I like. I mean, I like more stuff than that, but... So, but I wanted to ask you if you could let me know. I have two fabrics that I am considering stitching Temperature Turtles on. This first fabric I purchased at Keepsakes. It is a hand dyed by Stephanie, and it is called Jamie's Kilt. And that is, don't pay. Okay, let me just hold it this way. And so when we were looking at it yesterday, we were like, oh yeah, that looks like it could be oceany. That is the look that I'm going for this. So I purchased this piece yesterday. And that's pretty true to color. Like, it's got blues in it. It's got purples in it. And when we were sitting there talking, we were like, you know, the ocean has all different. When the sun hits it a certain way, it looks this way. When the sun does this, or the moon, or da-da-da-da-da. So that is Jamie's Kilt. That is fabric number 1. Where's that? Okay. I'm going to put both the fabrics in the bag until I see what you have to say. Because I have, you know, I'm going to start it on the first. I will be using, they are both 32 count. I still will be using the sulky conversion that I used for Temperature Butterfly. So we don't have to worry about picking colors. The next one is a Bestitch Me fabric. And that is what it looks like. So, fabric 1 is Jamie's Kilt. Fabric 2 is Whimsical. Please let me know which one you think I should stitch Temperature Butterflies on. The more that I look at it, I'm going with this one. But, I don't know. I guess I could, you know, flip a coin, roll a dice, do something, so that I can make a choice. But I wanted something to look like it's oceany, because sea turtles swim in the ocean until they come back and lay their eggs. So that's what I was going for. And that, oh, I got one more thing. Just one more. I also picked up a Pinot Noir by Almond M&M's from Keepsakes yesterday. And I will be using this for the 1/1 stitching on 1 dozen Quakers. So look how beautiful that is. Her silks are gorgeous. It has hints of blue, hints of darker purple, lighter purple. It is phenomenally gorgeous. So I am excited to stitch with this on the 1/1. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll do some 1/1s stitching on it this week, maybe. I thank you all so very much. I hope that you are enjoying this time of celebration for the holidays. I know we used to have holiday parties and gatherings and this and that, and you know, I'm not in that realm anymore, so I don't have those things to look forward to, but I am still looking forward to the holiday. I'm glad that I'm finally feeling in the holiday spirit, so that has really helped a lot. I hope you all take care of yourselves, and remember, Christmas is just one day. You can make it through one day. I have decided that I am going to actually cook a meal, and my son that lives here in town has said that he would come over and have dinner with me. And so I plan on doing all of the grocery shopping and all of that, and the meal preparations, and just having a great time, spending a couple of hours with him. It'll be great. I also plan on stitching most of the day with my friends. So I hope that you have, if you are alone or don't have family near you, I hope that you make some plans to do some stitching, maybe get on a Zoom. Believe it or not, you're not the only one that doesn't have family or friends around for you to be able to celebrate the holiday. So just know that you are not alone, and put it out there that you would like to have somebody to Zoom with. I'm sure there are other people that are in the same boat that we are in. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you next Sunday, which will be Christmas Eve. Good night, everybody.